Greetings, family. This is your brother in the kingdom, Emmanuel Destiny. Welcome to yet another valuable episode in the Forex Beginner series. Now, we want to talk about how to make money trading Forex in 2022, how to make money. Of course, in fact, this video is going to be relevant even throughout the years, but I just want to know, target my beginner trader. Shout out to you guys that are tuning into this video. By the way, if it's your first time, because YouTube just suggested this to you as you are searching, please kindly like, subscribe, because this channel is going to be starting with you from the very foundation of your trading. Now, I just want to go straight, as I promised you guys. We just want to be 10 minutes onto your screens, and that's it. And we want to deliver this information and content with so much understanding and value into your life. At the end of all of this, we want you to be a profitable trader, but we want to lay the foundation first, because we want to move baby steps, then we build you up just like feeding a baby. And of course, now we want to talk about how to make money trading Forex. Now, I just wrote some notes you guys can just watch as you're just listening to me right now. So of course, the main objective on how to make money, or why you want to make money, right? Or how, in fact, is the main objective is trading Forex is that we want to exchange one currency for the other in the expectation that price will change. More specifically, that when you have bought, or rather, we anticipate that when we buy, we want to buy low, and of course, we want to sell high. And as a result, we actually make a profit. So I just want to give you an example there. Let's say you've purchased 10,000 euros at, of course, Euro USD, okay? And of course, the exchange rate at the price, or rather the price is at 1.1800. Okay, so that means 2 weeks later, when you get back and the price, let's say it has gone all the way to 1.2500, that means you've essentially now gained yourself 12,500. So how do we do that? Basically, to say that you're going to take your 10,000 euro times it by the exchange, it gives you the amount that it will be in the US dollar. And of course, now, when we calculate the profits, you also calculate it with the exchange that you actually come out at, which is basically 12,500 there as we talk about it. So an exchange rate is simply the ratio of one currency valued against another. Okay, so but we're gonna get into more simpler stuff right now as we talk about how to read a Forex quotation. So currencies are always quoted in pairs, as you guys know it. Some of you have been trading, some of you have downloaded some stuff. They're traded in pairs like GBP USD, Euro USD, for example. And the reason why they're quoted in pairs is that in Forex, we're basically simultaneously buying one currency and selling the other. And how do we know which currency we're buying and which currency we are selling? That is a good concept. So now we're going to come to this one where we're talking about base and code currency. That's how we're going to know exactly. For example, right, the base currency is the currency that's first quoted in a Forex pair. Then, of course, the code currency is the second currency that's quoted in a Forex pair. So when we buy and sell, we're essentially saying that we are buying the base pair in expectation that the value of the base pair will supersede the value of the code pair, or rather, yeah, basically that's what I mean. For example, with GBP USD, you can see the base pair, we're talking about the pound, and of course the code there, we're talking about the US dollar. So every time you see that formation as a currency pair, you know we have the base, we have the US dollar, and when you say you're buying, you are basically essentially saying that you are actually anticipating that the base currency increases and the code currency loses value. Okay. And of course, when you're buying the exchange rate, it tells you how much you have to pay in units of the code currency to buy one. So basically what it means to say a base currency, it's what has been purchased, is what has been bought. A code currency, it just reflects to you how much you need to purchase 1 unit of a base currency. For example, you will need to pay, for example, here, just to buy £1, you need to pay $1.21, and of course all of the cents there. So what you're basically doing when you're selling, the exchange rate tells you how many units that you are actually needed to actually sell 1 unit of a base currency. So a base currency represents how much of the code currency is needed to get 1 unit of a base currency. For example, if you buy the Euro USD, this simply means that you'll be buying the base, which is the euro, simultaneously selling the code, which is the USD. So in caveman, slayman, that means you're buying euro, you're selling the USD. And you would buy the pair if you believe that the base currency will appreciate in value and relative to the, to the code currency. Or you would sell the pair if you think that the base currency would depreciate in value relative to the code currency. So with so many other currency pairs to trade, how Forex brokers know which currency is listed as a base and a code is fortunately the way that currency pairs are quoted in the Forex market is standardized. So it's not like a broker chooses whichever way they need to put it. There's a standard. I was speaking about the iOS guys on the previous episode. They're the ones responsible for the way pairs are situated in the Forex market. Okay, you can search that up right now, or probably I'll put a note. So as you've noticed, currencies are coded in pairs, usually separated with a slash character. Just to know that there is a matter of preference, and the slash are omitted or replaced by a period or a dash or nothing at all. So they cannot be replaced by a dash or nothing at all. Okay. For example, some traders may type Euro USD or Euro USD, okay, or rather as a dash there, or as that line there, or a period, or just write it as Euro USD. But normally on your trading platforms, you just see it written Euro USD. Simple as that. Okay, guys. Now we want to talk about exactly how to make money. So, but let's get into some few terminologies right now. For example, right, we have the term going long and going short, or long and short. What do these things actually mean? So before whether we can determine whether to buy and sell, if you want to buy, actually means that you want to buy the base currency and sell the code currency. That means that you want the base currency to rise in value and you would want it to sell it back at the higher price. So as we talk as traders, you would basically say, I'm going long on this market. If you were to say, I'm taking a long position, just remember you're talking about long means buy. If you were to say sell, I'm selling this market, or you would say rather, I'm going short on this market, or I'm taking a short position. So that's in essence, basically terminologies. And before we can actually go straight into money making now, we need to understand the other terminology to use, flat or square, right? So this terminology, you basically refer to yourself when you're closing a trade to say, there's no open position. So then you will say flat, or when you're closing up a position, you will say, I'm squaring up. Okay, so when I'm saying I'm closing a position of like I'm squaring up, if I'm about to buy, like I'm going long, I'm taking a long position. If I'm selling, I'm taking a short position. I'm closing, squaring up, simply. Okay, if it hit take profit, it hit take profit. Then we have terminologies that a little bit before we can go into the money making, you guys really need to understand with the bid, with the ask, with the spread. So let's understand this. So what is the bid price? So the bid price, or rather the bid is the price at which your broker is willing to buy the base currency in exchange for a code currency. Okay, and of course this means that the bid price is the available price in which you as a trader can sell the market. Okay, and if you want to sell something, the broker will buy it from you at the bid price. Okay, and of course we have the other one, the ask price, or what is ask? So the ask is the price at which your broker is willing to sell a base currency in exchange of the code currency. This means that the ask price is the available price at which you can buy from the market. For example, you want to buy low, you want to sell high. So you want to negotiate a better price. So you want to ask to buy low, and of course we want to bid exactly where you can actually come out where it will be the best option to sell. So that's where the sense or the common sense of those terminologies come in. And of course we have the word spread. So many of you guys have heard it on a lot of Forex channels. Now it's time for you to know exactly what we're talking about. So the difference between the bid and ask price is known as spread. So that means that there's a distance each and every time. If you go on your MetaTrader on your phones or either on your laptop, you will see there's a red and a blue. That is the ask and the bid. Okay, so there's a gap that they leave in your broker. That gap is called a spread. For example, if USD, right, and the bid price there is 1.3456.8 and the ask price is 1.3458.6. Look at how this broker makes it easy for you to trade their money. So for example, in the sense, it's basically the few units as a spread. So spread is basically the money they actually get for themselves. Okay, just understand it in that sense. Now I have a good explanation here, and of course we'll describe the amount of pips that they're making. So of course we have the base currency, we have the code currency, we have the bid, and you will see it, that will be on your right hand side. We have the ask, that will be on your left hand side. And of course, we have the pips, which I'm going to be talking about in the next episode. What is pips, right? And of course, we have the pips being the decimal numbers there. And of course, the spread, we can basically take the bid price minus it with the asking price. And of course, we'll get how much that breaker is taking. So 2 pips, that's within the spread they're actually taking. So guys, I just hope you understand. And of course, we are talking about how you can make money in the beginner level. We're gonna get into concepts of making money, but we understand that before you can just start making money, you gotta talk money, you gotta speak money. So these are some of the information that we needed to cover exactly before you can actually start making money. Anyway, if you're a complete beginner watching this video, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got some information, even though it's little information, but we want you to digest it slowly. That's why we're saying that we just want to give you 10 minutes segments out of this episodes or series rather, so you can digest. By the time we get into the advanced information, you guys are ready. And whatever I'm going to be saying, teaching the advanced class, you guys are going to be able to understand. Of course, we're going to be getting into some hectic terminologies there as we are talking, hectic strategies. So that's why I'm laying this out so that everybody can get to understand exactly what we are talking about. Anyway, if this has blessed you, kindly do press the subscription button and of course like and switch on that notification bell, and of course share this channel with your friends and family. Anyway, this is our episode for today. For now, I'm signing out. I'll see you on the next episode. God bless you.